We just have a very short session now of approximately 10 minutes before we go to our breakout groups. And so you're very welcome back to this afternoon session of our dialogues. Very welcome to those who are joining us online for this session also. We will break out in 10 minutes to our breakout groups, the two breakout groups, which are not broadcast on the web stream. And then when we come back, we're back online again with the reporting back from those. So for this 10-minute period is really just to set the scene. My name is Killian Lone. I'm one of the members here of the EESC, and I've been involved with the Circular Economy platform since 2017. I'm very happy to have been involved that long and to see all of you here today and see how vibrant this community still is and how active it is. But I want to introduce you to Emmanuelle Maire from DG Environment, who is going to share some thoughts with us and help us set the scene on the work that we're going to carry on with in these breakout sessions. So, Emmanuelle, please.
Thank you very much, Killian, and a very good afternoon to you all. Indeed, splendid to be connected on circular economy, but this afternoon it's about bioeconomy. So I will now display a short presentation. First of all, maybe you've heard that the Commissioner for Circular Economy, Nature and Water, Jessica Roosevelt, has been entrusted by the new European Commission to develop a new bioeconomy strategy in 2025. And given the fact that there are a lot of many political priorities, I wanted to show you also the interplay with other initiatives. Clearly, the key ones are the competitiveness compass, which was adopted in January, the Clean Industrial Deal adopted in February, and the Vision for Agriculture and Food adopted also in February. So this is really belonging to the core of the priorities of the European Commission. And we will have also other initiatives, either from a policy nature, like the Life Science Strategy, the Ocean Pact, the Startup and Scale-up Strategy, or more from a regulatory nature, where the European Commission will present legislation. And this could be a way to translate our priorities on bioeconomy into regulation if needs be. So, for example, the Biotech Act, the Industrial Decarbonization Act, the Circular Economy Act. So I'm starting the afternoon rather with many initiatives, and I hope not to lose you on this. I'll go a bit more into the policy discussion now. So the whole purpose of having the new bioeconomy strategy is really to have a new driver for green growth. And the competitiveness compass is positioning the EU, wants to position the EU in the rapidly expanding bioeconomy markets and tap into the potential of bio-based materials, biomanufacturing, biochemicals, agri-biotech sectors, and also reduce our dependencies, and notably on fossil fuel. Then the Clean Industrial Act also took into account the bioeconomy logic by stressing the need to improve resource efficiency, again, significant growth potential of bio-based materials, reduction of dependencies, and also laying down priorities for manufacturing and using biomaterials. From the Vision for Agriculture side, what was highlighted is the need to tap into the potentials of the bioeconomy to diversify the value streams, to valorize the agri-food residues, and also to strengthen the role of farmers, foresters, fishermen in the value chain, again generating new jobs much needed in the rural areas. So in terms of figures, I will be brief, but still stressing that the bioeconomy represents close to 7 million jobs in the European Union, and a very important added value of 728 billion euros split in different sectors that you can see on the right-hand side of the presentation. So why do we need to act at European Union level? To really have a full picture of the way we use the biomass on the basis of the supply. So in terms of the demand, 40% goes to food and feed, if I'm not mistaken. Then 30% goes to material use and more than 20% to the bioenergy. But we know that sustainable biomass is scarce, and so we really need to insist on boosting the circularity and the recycling by valorizing bio-waste and byproducts of the industry. Also, always on why the European Union needs to act. Again, we see many different projections on the availability of biomass, and there all shows a gap between the demand and the supply by 2050. So we need solutions that reduce pressure in terms of environmental protection and regenerative practices, sustainable and circular value chains, and also valorizing, again, bio-waste and byproducts. That comes very high on my agenda in this presentation. I will not go through all the details of this slide, but simply to say that the bioeconomy file at EU level is clearly not new. It was launched back in 2012. A lot of progress has been done. We had also an update of the strategy. We have reports. We have stakeholders also very much mobilized. But what is critical now is to really move the solutions that have been incentivized through research and development, and to make sure that we reach the market stage and we find the right demand for the right products. So the challenges, as we sketched them, for now, it's the lack of investments and the lack of market penetration and the lack of incentives. Also the fact that we still have lost resources, biomass is limited. There is an uneven playing field, notably in relation to oil-based products. And so we will be working on these challenges to see what added value we can bring at the European Union level. In broad terms, the objectives are the long-term competitiveness of the EU economy, the industrial leadership, the need to drive biotechnology innovation, secure sustainable biomass, and create green jobs. Today's meeting is important because, in a way, it launches the stakeholders' involvement. And this one is ongoing through a public consultation. This is the first public consultation we do on bioeconomy. And we really need citizens to give us their views. And they will not do so without people who know about the bioeconomy and that can spread the word. So we are really, really counting on you to give us your views in breakout sessions, but even more to try to bring the voice of citizens, of regions, of innovators, farmers, foresters, you name it, to the debate. Because on the basis of the feedback, we will be able to really focus on what is needed at European Union level and not to also duplicate things which are done in a better way at local level or national level. So the complementarity and the subsidiarity is important. Another key event will be obviously the Green Week, early June. So again, today's breakout sessions will also help us to prepare the ground on bioeconomy for the Green Week. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Emmanuelle. And in order to keep to our time schedule, we want to be back here in an hour at 3:10. So we're going to move straight into our breakout groups. But I think what Emmanuelle just shared with us is very important. So we set up this stakeholder platform on circular economy to get into the detail of different areas. And one of the valuable elements of it is the fact that you as stakeholders, you as people who are working on the ground, are in a room together to share ideas, to share the possibilities with each other, but also to be able to feed back up to the institutions where you're hitting barriers, where you're seeing successes, and where we can share those. So this is very much the mechanism of how we're working today, and I think that's very clear where the links are in policy, what the consultation process is, and how we can all find different ways to input into that. So our breakout sessions are very much, as Emmanuelle has described, based on that. So we have two of them, one on biodiversity and one on competitiveness. So before I give you instructions as to how to get to the rooms where these are going to take place, the first session on biodiversity, harnessing the bioeconomy for biodiversity, will be moderated by myself and Emmanuelle again, but we will have Dana with us, who you met in the earlier panel, as rapporteur. So you will join us on the podium for that session and report back to us when we come back here in an hour for the plenary. And then the other breakout session, which is embedding the circular bioeconomy in the value chain and securing strategic autonomy, with very much a focus on competitiveness, as we've heard throughout the morning. From our coordination group, we have Agnieszka, who I saw in the room a second ago, here waving, and Marianne from up behind from EMF, from the Ellen MacArthur Foundation. And also from the Commission side, we have Wim from the DG RTD. So you will see there in the timeline of the development of bioeconomy some of the work that has been done previously and how it's important for us to link all of these together. So, and from that group, we will have Justin, who will be reporting back, Justin sitting down the front here, another youth representative, as rapporteur. So we'll bring all of this together in an hour when we're back in the room.